Hey class, so today what we're going to be talking about is truncated and rounding numbers on a calculator and how to interpret them. Truncating means when we truncate, we simply write the number to the specified value and drop all the remaining digits. So if you get a number on your calculator like 14.8765 and the question asks you to truncate this number to the hundredths place, and remember what the hundredths place is. It is the digit where the 7 is here. So if we ask you to truncate to the digit where the 7 is, what we want you to do is we want you to basically draw a line behind the 7. Everything gets dropped off. So your number will look like 14.87. If we look at truncating a number, or if your calculator truncates a number, that's what it'll look like. I'd like you to just try to truncate these next two on your own to the second decimal place, just as a little practice. So if we have a number 12.3865 and negative 10.37698, truncate these to the two places. Why don't you pause the video and work on these in your notes. Thank you. Alright, so now that you have worked on these, let's take a look here. If we truncate to the second decimal place, it'll look like that. So we want to get rid of the 657. So our number will be highlighted here in yellow. So this will be our new number, 12.38. And for the other one, if we are truncating this negative 10.37698, we want to truncate to the hundredth place, and our new one will be highlighted in yellow. When we're talking about rounding, when rounding on a calculator, a number may look like a repeating decimal, but then get rounded up at the end. So some calculators, it really depends, and we'll look in class. We'll look at the different calculators, and some round, some don't. At the end, some calculators will write it out as 3.555555, and it will end as a 5 on the calculator. And some will go 3.55556 at the end, and they'll round up the last digit. So we know that 3.5 repeating is actually 3.5 with, and we normally can put like a line above one of the 5s, and then we don't have to write the rest of the 5s. But when looking on your calculator, you might get an answer that looks something like this with a 6 at the end. That just means it's a rounding decimal, and they round, or a repeating decimal, and they rounded it at the end. So I'd like you to try these two on your calculator and write these in the notes area. Please pause the video. So when looking at these ones, on my calculator, what it came up with was 1.9 comes up as 0.11111. If you got something different, I'd like you to write it down and show us in class tomorrow as far as what happened with your calculator. And all calculators are different, so could be something else. And then the 2 divided by 11 came up as 0.18181818, and this is a repeating decimal. Both of these are, and so we could, if we were to write this out, we could do 0.1 with a line above it, and 0.18 with a red line above it. This would let us know these are repeating decimals. Now some may round at the end, so it may look like 0.181818182, and the 2 would be right here where this 1 is, because it would round up and then stop. So we'll be taking a better look at this in class tomorrow, but this is just a quick preview on what truncating and rounding numbers are.